when she ran into them earlier, and they, you know, dude told her that he made Anchor Vladimir. When have you ever met somebody named Vladimir? My thing is, I know that's a stage name, but you couldn't come up with nothing better than Vladimir. Look at yourself. Vladimir, though, like, no. But anyway, Vlad said he made an evening anchor, and Mary Jane looked a little salty, and he was like, girl, I see through that sugar-coated smile, you know, you whatever, you mad because I did it before you. So you can tell it was a little friendly competition type situation going on, but the dude kind of like an asshole or whatever. So yeah, and you know, Mary Jane is real zen. You know, I was like, come on, MJ, you better be laid back, you better be unbothered. And she was like, well, you know, I just see some things never change. So, you know, later on, like I said, they're at the ball, and she sees Judge McAllister, who is the Supreme Court nominee. Now, everybody in the room is trying to get an interview with this person. They're trying to talk to him. They're trying to, you know, get him to commit to do an interview. So obviously Vlad is making his pitch. So Vlad is you know, kind of hogging his time or whatever, so she needs to get him away. So Lee is there with her. He decides that he's going to like distract them. So he goes over to the guy and tells him that, was it Reverend Jesse Jackson, or I can't remember who it was, but he tells him somebody was upstairs and they was leaving or something like that. So he can get him away. So Mary Jane moves in for the kill. You know, she's smooth with it. She comes in, she talks to the guy, and, you know, he talks about how, you know, whatever it is. And she says she wants to interview him for Great Day. She pitches Great Day, how it's a friendly show. You know, it's a morning show. They can keep it light and, you know, XYZ. And so Vlad comes back, you know, he figures out what happens, and he comes back, or basically he comes to Lee at the bar, and he starts talking about Mary Jane is out for herself. She's never changed. And he was like, she's changed or whatever. And he was like, you know, she might have changed for a while, but, you know, it'll only be for a short time. She's selfish. She only deal with ballers, people who can do stuff for her. She don't care about nobody else. And my thing is like this, like in all the seasons of Mary Jane, I feel like that was a very shallow characterization of her. Like, that's somebody, it sounds like a dude who was real salty that he didn't get none from Mary Jane. That's what it sounds like, okay? Like, it don't sound like, because Mary Jane is not selfish. You know, she give more, she give way more than I would. Okay, she's taking her family all the time. Now, she might be meddly, and she might be nosy. She might not know when to stop dipping in her family business or trying to help them, but she's definitely not selfish, okay? And so, like, what he was saying is, not none of Mary Jane's men have ever done anything for her. She ain't got with nobody because of what they can do for her. Like, what are you talking about? She does everything herself. Like, that was just real, you know, unnecessary. You can tell he was just a salty dude. So, salty man, that's what we're gonna call him, salty man, was sitting up there with London Bridge just hating, okay? And so, you know, London Bridge just started to get a little doubt in his mind, you know, about Mary Jane. So earlier that episode, I'm sorry, they went around Atlanta. I forgot about that part. They went around Atlanta, and she showed him the drive-in theater where she had her first kiss and she lost her virginity, you know, was selling. And he said they don't have those in the UK, so that's pretty interesting too. I guess it's just an American thing. I don't know. Tell me if they have them drive-ins in other countries, some of my viewers. So that was cute. They kissed or whatever. I was like, y'all laying out in the middle of nowhere, y'all gonna mess around and get robbed. I'm so scary. Y'all so scary. Sounds like y'all laying out here in the middle of the open, all kissing and stuff. Somebody run up on you and rob you. No, don't do it. So, but it was cute or whatever. So, you know, they had their little love bond. So now when the guy was talking about Mary Jane, you can tell he was feeling a little doubtful about Mary Jane. And, you know, he had a little moment of doubt. So, Mary Jane, so Vlad makes his way back over, takes the judge away. Mary Jane figures out another way. She goes and talks to his wife. She chats her up, you know, they make little friends, and she says, you know, why we really want your husband to be on a great day. And she says, oh, well, you know, don't you worry about that. You know, we'll be in touch. So she got in through the wife, because, you know, if the wife say do it, he gonna do it. You feel what we trying to say? Okay. So, moving right along. Yes. Okay, at the end of the night, we get ready to go. And Mary Jane and Lee are about to leave. And Vlad comes up, and he's, you know, tries to give Mary Jane the money, because they bet money on who would be able to get him, the judge, to do an interview. So he tries to give Mary Jane money, and she's like, you know, whatever. Like, the way he does, he like throwing it at her like she's a stripper, basically. And so Lee they exchange words back and forth, and Lee punches him. Whatever he said, I can't really remember, but it was like ignorant. Okay, it was ridiculous. So we don't have no questions on about his masculinity. Okay, he could drink tea, eat crumpets all damn day, but he'll bust you upside your mouth if he need to. Okay, he will handle business. So that was sex. I was like, come through, Lee. Lee, come on, Lee, come on, ugly cute London Bridges, yes, God. And I was telling my friend, he is the perfect example of ugly cute. Like, he ugly to me, like, no shade. I mean, I don't say that in a mean way, but you know, I know it sound mean, so I'm just not gonna even fight the feeling. He low-key ugly, but like, his edge up be cute. You know, he be having his biogen in right here to lay his hairline just right, okay? And he dresses really nice, and he look like he smells really good. Okay, and he looked like he used beer butter on his mustache, and like he, you know, put cocoa butter on, because he from the UK, so he probably don't use no regular lotion. He put cocoa butter on. So he makes himself attractive because he keeps himself up well. It's a lot of men like that in Hollywood that not necessarily cute, but they just make themselves look good because they keep themselves up looking nice and fresh and smelling good. And then he got the British accent. I mean, you can't lose with a British accent. I mean, you can't lose. Like, in real life, you can't lose. You know, as far as I can see, his teeth is okay, but he has an overbite, so like that really like disturbs my spirit a little bit, okay? But the man is a fantastic actor, and I'm so glad that him and Mary Jane are together, okay? I just want to make that statement. But he is a very good example of ugly cute, but he punched old dude in his mouth, okay? And I was here for it. So, you know, Lee is my number one. I'm his number one fan right now, excuse me. So, that was cool. So we get back to, they go back to the drive-in theater. Very cute bookend to the first scenes of the season about them. You know, he's on top of her, they're kissing and whatnot, and he says, tell me what you want, and she says, tell me you love me, and he says, I love you, and she says, I love you too, and then they kiss, and you can tell they do it or whatever. It was cute. So at the end of the episode, well, we go on to Mary Jane. She tells her mom that he loves her, and her mom tells her, she said before they're looking for some old records, because y'all know she'll sister, you've been oh, sister, with two of a kind soul, sister, I'm keeping my eye on you. I bet you think I don't know nothing. Yes, guys, Suge, sing. So they found an old album because earlier in the episode, Suge found out that her old friend Richard from the band from way back in the Gap had passed away. He gone on to glory. Okay, what y'all bringing to the funeral? What you bringing? Okay, what you bringing to the funeral? Please let me know in the comments. Okay, I think I'm gonna bring some potato salad. My potato salad be pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring that. But Richard passed away. He done gone on to glory. So she was a little upset about that. So she went through her records, and you know, Mary Jane was like, wow, is that you singing? You know, it was to old record. She gave her the record. She told her that, Mary Jane, I gave up what I love doing because I married your dad. I wanted to be a family and I wanted to get married. Don't get me wrong, but you can have it all. You can have it all. Basically saying you waited so long to finally get married to somebody, to get with somebody. You have your whole career. You doing everything you want to do. Now you find a man, or you can find a man. It's okay for you to have it all, to have a baby, to have a husband, to have it all. Girl, you can have it all. Okay, except for, I guess, children, because you probably won't be able to, but you can have all the rest of it. Okay? And so Mary Jane is happy. Her lace front is laid. We go to the last scene of the movie. The show. That's what I'm saying. It was like a movie. So, the movie. So, at the end of the movie, the show, they at the theater, the comedy club. Y'all, get myself together. They at the comedy club. Lee is doing the show. Niecy's laughing. We found out that Beyonce retweeted, because earlier in the episode, dang, I forgot a whole bunch of shit. Earlier in the episode, he was sitting down at the table with Niecy. They was talking about the kids. She was telling him about the problem she was having with the kids. with Travion, and he said he was talking about problems he had with his son, and so she was looking up some things, and he wrote a tweet for her, was like, if my son's name was Trevor and not Travion, maybe he wouldn't be for a year suspended for whatever. So Beyonce, we found out that Beyonce liked the tweet, and she was excited about it, and Mary Jane was like, well, who wrote the tweet? And she was like, well, Lee helped me out with it. So she kind of softened to Lee, which was real cute to me. And then he introduces Suge, and Suge get up there and sing, ain't nobody's business but my own. Okay, if she want to go to church on Sunday and cabaret on Monday, okay, that's her business. Don't worry about it. Worry about yourself, okay? So that was so cute. It was cute. Like I said, it was just like a movie to me. We missed PJ. I really missed PJ. I really wish that he would have been in this episode with the rest of the family. It was so cute. So next week, we see she's going to be back to business. I think her and Justin are going to be some type of allies, or, they're going to come together for some purpose. I didn't really see because I was in the other room when the preview was on, so I really wasn't paying that much attention to the preview. But it looks like it's going to be pretty good. Like I said, it's a different type of show. It's kind of like, anybody who's been in theater, they have, more than one type of director. Some directors, you're imitating what they do. They're going to show you, I want you to walk like this. I want you to do, like, they'll show you exactly what they want you to do. And then they have other directors who will say, you stand over here, you stand over here, and then they'll be like, okay, go. And then they might stop you and say, well, why did you come to her? Or why, what made you do this? Or, do you think you should do this? And they'll kind of let you and that person work it out with each other. So, basically, I feel like whatever directing style or producing style that he does, you can tell that it's not a Mar Brock Kill type style or whatever. It's not that I dislike it. It's just a little more, you can tell it's more packaged and it's more, it's presented a certain way. So it was a little bit different for me, but next week I guess we'll be back to the status quo. Like I said, I really appreciated the Black History references we got this week. That was really good. I really appreciated that. So, and I really like how Mary Jane is this season. I like the fact that as she has moved to New York, she's evolving as a person. I like the fact that she admitted that she was that type of person in the past, and she's changed. And she even apologized for what the guy said. And I like that because in the past, Mary Jane wouldn't have done that. She wouldn't have admitted that she was wrong, or she wouldn't have admitted that she had horrible flaws in the past. So I appreciated the growth in her as a person. Like I said, it was a good episode. Nice filler. So we'll be back to the drama next week. All right, y'all. Leave your thoughts, comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share. You know what I'm saying? All of that. Post it to your Twitter. I'm not on Twitter that much. I mostly look at other people's stuff. I'm kind of like a Twitter lurker. I just look at the comments about the TV shows and laugh. And one of my viewers told me that I need to like Snapchat or get on Periscope. I don't have Periscope anymore, but I do have Snapchat. My problem is that I'm not always watching the show live, so it's hard to get my live reaction because I'll wait 30 minutes so I don't have to watch commercials. I can skip the commercials, or like sometimes I'll watch it in the morning because I was at rehearsal late at night. So sometimes it's hard for me to do it, but I'm going to try to do it better. Okay. So you can follow me on Snapchat at Dawn of A, DAWNOFA, and the same thing on Instagram, Dawn of A, DAWNOFA. It's kind of like Dawn of a New Day, right? So Dawn of a New Day. So just Dawn of A. So yeah, y'all be blessed. I'll see y'all next week. Peace out.